What's good, everybody? It's your man B Vaughn here with We Create Music TV, and today I'm going to talk about what's in my camera bag. I've been asked by a number of people what I shoot with, what are the tools that I use, and so I'm going to share with them these things with you today. Hopefully it's not a super long video. There's a lot of stuff. I'm not going to go super in depth over what all these things are. I'm just going to talk about what it is that I use, and then we'll talk about cameras, we'll talk about lighting, we'll talk about lenses, we'll talk about accessories, audio, things like that. But just a real quick synopsis of what I use in my day-to-day stuff, right? So this is what's in my camera bag 2021. Here we go. Let's jump right into it. Wait, before we even jump into it, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell to be notified when we drop new content, all right? So I'm gonna talk about what's in my camera bag. So first up is the camera. I use the Sony A6600. I actually have two, right? One that I'm filming on now, and one that I have here to do extra filming in the studio when I'm out. This one here stays here to do these types of videos, but I use Sony A6600. It is an APS-C camera. I don't really care about the whole APS-C versus full frame and crop versus, I don't care. This camera fits the need that I have for it. I used to be a Canon user, and I switched from Canon because the Canon lenses that I had did not shoot Canon lenses. Right, like Canon lenses shoot something. But the Canon camera that I had, the 80D and the 7D Mark II, didn't do 4K, and it had a record limit of 30 minutes. Now, there ain't no record limit on this. It's 4K, unlimited recording. I can go as long as the batteries can go, or I can plug in my dummy battery and go until my SD card is filled up. But I have the Sony A6600 coupled with the Sony 16-55 f2.8. Ladies and gentlemen, this lens by itself, just the lens, it was $1,300. Now, it's not the most expensive lens out there, but still, that hit the pocket. But I wanted this lens. It's super sharp, it's an amazing lens, and I wanted it, so your boy got it. I also have this small rig adapter, or it's a cold shoe adapter. And I don't know if I know the difference between cold shoe and hot shoe. It's an adapter where I can put stuff on it, right? So I can put lights, mics, stuff like that, extra attachments, so that I can have those different things on here. And I also have the Mikey, I think. It is their battery grip for the Sony A6600. Of course, holds two batteries, and coupled together, man, this is a beast. So that's the camera. Since we're talking about lenses, let's talk about one of my other favorite lenses, which is the Sigma 16mm. Oh my gosh, this lens is so sharp. I usually shoot all of my other videos on here. I do my interviews with this lens, and I do all my other videos with this lens too. Lens is super sharp. Oh my gosh, one of the sharpest lenses that I've ever had, the Sigma 16mm. I also carry around with me, and if I can pull it out, the Sigma 30mm. Now, the 16mm, the 30mm, and pretty much every other lens that I use on this APS-C camera has a 1.5 crop factor, which means the 16mm becomes a 24, the 30 becomes a 45, and also my Sony 50mm f1.8 becomes a 75. So you gotta have a 50, right? You gotta have a little nifty 50 always around. So I got the Sony 50mm f1.8. Suits what I need. I love it. Turns into a 75. I love that. 30mm. This thing is sharp too. It's as sharp as that 16mm. Right? Okay, so those are the lenses. So we got the camera, we got the lenses. Let's talk about, let me talk about these. the lens filter. All right, so I got several. I got this one, which is an 82 millimeter variable ND filter. It goes from ND 2 to ND 400. It's a variable, right? So, you know, you can adjust to do lights, you know, to block out how much light you let into the actual sensor itself. But this is 82. This Sony 16 to 55 and this Sigma 16 millimeter have a 67 diameter for the actual lens. 82. What I love about it is that you got these step-up filters, step-up rings that allow me to adapt this 82 millimeter to any lens that I may have. You don't want to be buying a lot of ND filters. They are expensive. So get you some step-up filters. I got this one from K&F Concept, and it covers a wide range of lens diameters, and it's amazing. So I bought the biggest one that I could find, and I just bought the step-up rings to do that. I also have this from, I think it's Pro Optic. I think that's where I got this through. Well, I bought it from Adorama, but yeah, it's Pro Optic. And it comes with a CPL filter. It comes with a UV filter. Well, this is the ND filter. And it comes with a UV filter, right? So once again, 67 inch. I don't have step-up rings for this, but this was before I even purchased the step-up rings. But it gives me, you know, the trio of lens filters that you need: CPL, UV, and ND in this case. This was, hey, this thing was like $7, $7.99 or something like that on Adorama. It was a deal, and I bought it. Yeah, I bought it for every lens that I got. You know, that's before I knew that I should buy, you know, the biggest ND filter I can find. Thanks, Maddie and Peter McKinnon and everybody else that I watch to talk about that. So, okay, so the next thing I got is this Andy Cine 4K 5.5 touchscreen monitor. Love it. I know everybody's using the Atomos, but I can record straight to the camera. And it has HDMI in, HDMI out, and it has an SD card where I can load up LUTs and do all types of stuff. But I love it. Very quick, easy field monitor that I can attach to the camera and do what I need to do. Okay, let's see what else is next. Mics, audio. Right, so normally I carry around, you see my little lapel I got on. This is hooked up to my Saramonic Blink 500, which I use on the field. It is a wireless, of course, wireless mic, which means I can either use it with a lapel, or I can use the unit as itself. Comes with 2 transmitters, 1 receiver, and it's an amazing microphone. Really easy to plug and play. You just gotta make sure this thing is charged. But if I'm doing interviews and stuff like that, I can have a mic, my guest can have a mic, feeds into the camera. Boom, we done. I also use the Azden SWS-15. This thing gives you really good audio. I know people are more inclined to use Rode and all that stuff, but I love the Azden. This gives me really good, clean audio. It's amazing audio quality. Takes 2 batteries. I think it takes two AA batteries. And of course it has the on-off switch. It has your low pass filter cutoff and all that stuff on here. And I got the dead cat, right? Dead cat. So I got that as well. Also, yep, see, I still got a Rode, right? It came with the camera stuff that I bought. So they gave me like a free Rode video mic. But, so it comes with the dead cat and just a plug and play, doesn't need batteries. You just hook it onto the top of your camera, plug it into the mic jack, boom, you're ready to go. Audio is awesome on this one too, but I prefer to use the Azden. Battery dies on the Azden, then I can use this plug and play. Usually use this for like vlogging and doing, you know, those types of things. But I carry one with me just in case. Now, to the big boy. The big boy. Which is the H4n Pro Black Edition. All right, I didn't get the H6, the H5. You know, this was friendly on the pocket. And it gives you still gives you amazing audio quality. So I bought the H4n Pro to do some field recording. I can sit it next to an artist and get really good, clean audio. If I want to use it for interviews, I can do that too. So this thing is really great. But yeah, the H4n Pro Black Edition. I got that, yes. I think that's it for the audio though. All right, what we got next? We got, audio still. So I bought these really cheap Skull Candy headphones at Walmart. You know, I needed to hear audio when I'm out in the field. This gives you really good audio quality, and they're collapsible, easy to fold, easy to carry, and I just keep them in the bag. Dang, I can't even wrap this up right. Like, what's good? Right, keep them in the bag, and so I use that for audio, listenage. All right, so that's it for audio. I also have a Power Extra Speedlight that I use. It is the Speedlight FK310G. G for great. Now I don't know what G's for, but because the Sony A6600 does not have built-in flash, and if I'm ever in a situation where I need flash, I got this with a little transmitter. It comes with a nice little black bag. So, Speedlight. And I also got this light, which is my favorite light. Everybody should have one of these. It is the ALM 9 from Aperture. This thing is super bright, right? So you turn it on, has a little thing you can adjust. Dang, look at that. Get you one of, lifesaver. Get you one of these easy, quick lights you can mount to your camera. You can put it on your cold shoe, hot shoe, whichever shoe it is. You can throw it on there and you can have some light as well. But yeah, hear that thunder? It's been raining here in Atlanta all day. But okay, so that does it for the audio, that does it for the lights. Let me see what else we got in here. Let's look at accessories, right? I already talked about how I got ND filters and stuff like that. I keep a little cleaning kit with me, Pro Optic cleaning kit. Comes with all the things that I need to clean my lenses and to clean my sensor. And then I also got the nose puffer, right? That you know, you have a little, like a little baby, you like suck the snot out of the nose, right? This is one of them. No, it's not. This is an actual puffer to puff out dust from your lens, dust from your sensor, stuff like that. These were the other part of the step up rings that I got, right? For KNF concept. And so it just attaches to the rest of this, and that attaches to any of the lenses that you may have. So yeah, so that's that part. What else? I think that's it. And then I also have my carrying case for all of my SD cards, even though the bag that I have, which is a newer, I don't even know the model of this. I saw it, it's a newer bag. It has straps on the back. It comes with wheels. You know, I used to travel a lot, so I always wanted, you know, I'm in airports and didn't really want to carry, you know, the bag on my shoulders, so I had wheels. So I could just roll it around, which was awesome. But this little slinger thing, back to my case, slinger thing carries up to like 10, I believe, SD cards. And the bag itself comes with 4 slots for SD cards. So SD cards I use are the SanDisk Extreme Pro. I got 256, I got 128 gigabytes. I like the SanDisk versions. I've tried the Lexar. Every Lexar I had died, so I don't buy Lexar anymore. Sorry, Lexar, but you know, you failed this camera guy, so I don't use Lexar. But I got a ton of these that I just keep on hand, whether it's 256, whether it's 128. You can never run out of cards, even though the Sony can only fit 1 card. Come on, Sony, you need to at least put 2 SD cards in there, 1 for the main, 1 for the backup. Let's get it. I mean, I know you're doing other cameras, but I mean, the camera that I use, I would like that. And then of course I got, you know, other stuff. I got some ancillary things. I carry a whole lot of batteries in here, right? Whether it's for the monitor itself, whether it's for the camera. So I carry batteries. You want to make sure you got batteries all the time. You never know when the battery's going to die. So keep a good supply of batteries on you. I got my small rig, you know, little monitor mount that I hook up to the camera, hook my monitor on. I also carry this with me too. I don't know, did I got it the right way? Nope. The Camlink 4K capture card, right? Streaming card. You never know when you're gonna be in a situation you gotta stream live to YouTube. And so I carry that with me. And of course, I carry my MacBook Pro. It's a 2016, but it meets all the needs that I have. So I carry this, hook this baby up to here, hook my wires to the camera, blah, blah, blah. Boom, internet, I'm online, streaming straight to YouTube. Now, come on, Apple. Like, we gotta do something about these adapters because this cam link comes as USB, this ain't USB. But, so I gotta have these little adapters all around that I gotta carry with me just to make sure that, you know, I can plug in USB stuff into, you know, into the laptop. What else? If you ain't got one of these, you need one of these. See, I don't know if I want to take it out because I hate folding these things, but one of these. White balance card, right? You can never trust the camera to auto white balance the way it's supposed to. It doesn't really know, it's trying to guess. It has a target on here to help you focus in, to set your white balance so that you don't have to auto white balance. So that's a good thing too. And I carry a whole lot of other cables for the zoom, for the camera. I carry dummy batteries for the camera if I'm in a place where I need to charge up, not charge it, but plug it up. So I got that. And of course I got, you know, my thing for the laptop. And the last thing that I have is my Geek Koto tripod. This is a tripod, it's a monopod, it has a ball head, right? It has a ball head. It extends to where I can do top-down videos and stuff like that, or overhead videos. And this is great. It was like 100 and something bucks. And it's a really good travel tripod. I love it. I would suggest anybody get one of these tripods from Geek Koto, who is not a sponsor of this video. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all the stuff that I use on my carry bag when I go out and do stuff. Those are all the things that I have. I'm looking to make sure there's nothing else over here. Nah, that's it. So there it is. All the things that I got in my camera bag, 2021 edition, right? I'm gonna tell you for 2022 edition, it's gonna be the same stuff. I ain't trying to buy nothing else. Stuff's expensive. Y'all know camera stuff is expensive, dang. But what I got can last a couple years. So, but yeah, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in to What's in My Camera Bag 2021. Yeah, peace. Oh, before you even go, make sure you subscribe. All right, you gotta do that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when we drop new stuff, right? We got this, we got some other stuff coming too. So we're gonna drop more content. We're gonna be content heavy the rest of 2021. So make sure you tune in. Appreciate all of you once again. Peace.